Hello guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. In today's video I'm going to show you how to cover a cake in fondant, and in this video we're going to be doing the paneling method. I know I showed you guys a video on how to cover your cake using fondant earlier, but that was the draping method. This method is going to be the paneling method. I'm going to start by covering the top of my cake with a thick layer of fondant. I'm going to smoothen it up with my smoother and cut off the excess by the side. If you haven't subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do that immediately. Click the subscribe button, like this video, and share this video to somebody who needs it. Let's get back to the video. I'm just going to dust my surface with icing sugar, and this is the fondant I'll be using to cover the cake. It is already kneaded to the right consistency. I'm just going to roll it to as long as 18 inches. I have more than 18 inches here, but the circumference of my cake is 18 inches. After rolling it, I'm going to start rolling it to the height of my cake. Please note that the height of my cake is 7 inches, but I'll be needing 7.5 so that I can have an allowance at the top where I can cut off. But if you want to risk it by doing 7 inches on the dot, no problem. It's all up to you, but I usually do 7.5 so I can have where to cut off. After rolling it out, I'm going to use my pizza cutter to cut off the down layer. This will give me an opportunity to measure the 7 inches appropriately. I'm just going to mark 7.5 inches all through the fondant and cut it off. Then I'm going to roll my fondant on my rolling pin. Here I'm using the small rolling pin. You can use the big one. I see people do it a lot, but I don't have that power, you know. I just do it on the small rolling pin. At least that's very easy for me to lift up. While rolling this, you have to be careful not to press it. You have to just roll. You don't need to put any force or pressure on the fondant while rolling this. Then you can now turn it and let it sit on the surface. When it does that, the down becomes very straight, very perfect. I don't know how to describe that, but it becomes perfect. Now at this stage, I'm going to roll the fondant onto my cake. This is totally very easy. It is very easy to do. It is not hard. While doing this, you have to be careful of the down part so it doesn't spill over to the board. It has to sit directly on the board. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. And you roll it till it gets to the end. When you get to the end, don't be scared. There's a trick to this. You can then cut it, but before you do that, if you feel the excess fondant is too much, you can just cut it off so that you can manipulate the fondant to what you want. So after cutting it, I'm just going to peel off the fondant and take off the one inside so I can line it. Two lines meet together. Please note that you would have a seam there. Don't be scared. You have to work on it. You have to keep rubbing it. If this was modeling chocolate, it would just blend. No one would know there was any cut there, but this is fondant. You have to work around this to eliminate the line. And if it doesn't go, then while decorating your cake or while painting on it or while sticking something to the cake, you can just manipulate it in a way that that line becomes a design. Or if it's a wedding cake, you just ensure that that line stays at the back, then you can decorate the front of the cake. So there are different ways to manipulate it. There are different ways to hide the line. You don't have to bring the line to the front. So now I am just going to smoothen the top of my cake, and if I'm having issues of the fondant not sticking together, I can just put a little bit of gum. My gum is just basically Tylo's powder and a little bit of water, perfect for fondant. I'm just going to stick it properly, then I smoothen the top and the side. That's just basically it. This is how to cover your fondant. Hope you enjoyed this video. Thank you for watching. Do have a lovely day, and bye bye for now.